Yeah, man. Y'all see what it is. Y'all know we finna get right into it, dog. Let's get right into it, man. I was looking for the clip I had when Dolph first motherfucking disc got it that really popped the shit off, but I gotta go turn it off from private. Yeah, what it is, you know what it is, Home Inc. TV. Welcome, bitch. I hope everybody doing good on this Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, make sure you do it. Capital, create a positive impact today and later. Fuck them haters. Get your paper straight like that. Remember, man, we in a lit house. Let the light within you shine bright. You feel me? Hustlers on a mission every day. You know what I'm talking about? Every day, every single day, we are hustlers on a mission, man. Oh, shit. And don't you ever forget, real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Hoe ass niggas gonna talk about it. And fuck niggas gonna hate regardless. I promise you that, nigga. Yeah, man, let's get to it, though. Y'all see what it is. We just finna. Y'all see what it was, right? Guilty on everything. I don't know what the fuck wrong with these sleep ass, slow ass niggas, man. Niggas steady hollering gang, gang, gang. The police come get you, you gon' tell on the whole gang. Bitch ass niggas did the same thing what Dolph said, didn't they? Oh shit, hold on, y'all. I gotta fix it where the audio come through right. All right, it's done. Just that quick. As we proceed, let's go.
A verdict has finally come in for the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Now, information has been revealed that the hit was paid for by Big Juke, the older brother of Yo Gotti, who was taken out 8 months ago. Now, so many revelations have come from the case, including them being stiffed and only paid $800, and also Yo Gotti paying $50,000 to the attorney of Dolph's killer. Now, Juke revealed to Cornelius Smith that if anything happens to them, he would get them the best lawyers. Instead of CMG paying them in full for the hit, instead they paid for their lawyers. Now, Yo Gotti is being investigated by the feds involving the hit and also RICO charges of running a criminal empire disguised as a record label. Now, Justin Johnson, one of the assailants and the man that was driving the white Mercedes, has been found guilty. Also, the internet found footage of him standing right behind Young Dolph during one of his concerts, looking like a straight-up fan. His charge.
Question: what is the best e-commerce business to start today? Is it drop shipping from China and selling on Shopify? Long delivery time?
Whatever the fuck he ain't.
His charges are guilty on conspiracy to commit murder, guilty on first-degree murder, and guilty of a convicted felon in possession of a weapon. Now, Justin Johnson gets an instant sentence of life in prison from the judge for first-degree murder. He'll get additional sentencing date on November the 1st for the guilty counts of conspiracy to commit murder and convicted felon in possession of a weapon. Now, we are currently awaiting the charges of the other assailants that were involved in Dolph's hit. It's important to remember once Yo Gotti gets indicted, he will face at least 15 years in prison for the RICO and even more time when linked to the murder of Young Dolph.
I don't think he's gonna last
check out
that
this
long
footage
in prison,
here of the court case.
Calling the shots, Quet puts you and Justin together.
Right.
And you and Justin are cool with each other and interact with each other over the months. You said at least 5 times. You're trying to, now we're back after the murder, you're trying to get your money.
Right.
You're having conversations with Justin, is that correct?
Yeah, I was teasing his phone like, you know what I'm saying? I need their money for the party, you know what I'm saying?
Are there times that you're trying to communicate with Justin and in fact you're communicating with somebody else?
I ain't know it.
See, that would be wrong with little young niggas, man. Talking about you need the money for the party. Bruh, if it's your money for whatever bit, you need your money because it's yours, nigga. Fuck all that. Ain't no reason for why the fuck you need your money or whatever, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's time I ain't know.
Okay. Did you come to find out that Jamarcus Johnson
you supposed to get half up front like a deposit, nigga?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I found out I got locked up.
When you were communicating with Justin, Okay, these times when Jamarcus had his phone and doing three-way stuff or whatever, what was the substance of those conversations?
Oh, first time I was on the way back from Atlanta, he said he had got a little package from his homeboy so we could have some money in our pocket or whatever. And I would come back from Atlanta, so I like, I like 2 hours out. So I like, man, I don't want to just put it in the mailbox. But he said he had a letter with it too. And I know it'd be too many folks in my dad's neighborhood still here to be seeing what put in the mailbox and go back. So
And this nigga half brother. I think I
like
same over different daddies.
Or whatever. And he gave her $500 in a letter.
$500 in a letter. And obviously you're supposed to get $40,000.
Right.
But you got $500 in a letter.
You saying right here, yeah.
And what was the
either way? That's a real half brother.
Saying that Juke said if we get caught up, make sure we had the best lawyers and all that old stuff be hot right now.
And this first payment is when you get back from Atlanta.
Yeah.
How did you got into Atlanta?
Me and my girl had went out there. After they found the cop, we went on out there.
Okay. Get scarce.
Yeah. I got scared. I got on game.
Did y'all drive out there?
Yeah, we drove out there.
Stay in a hotel?
Yeah, stayed in a hotel.
About how long were you gone?
I was gone a couple days. I ain't had any more money on me.
Don't have money, you gotta come back.
Yeah, I gotta come back.
And you come back, you pick up that money from the old woman?
Yeah, I picked up the money from her, and I saw how much it was. I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, $500.
You could spend that on pills in one day.
Yeah, that's over. Yeah, that's bad.
What'd you do with the letter?
I flushed down the toilet at the hotel room.
All right. Is that the only time you got any money from Justin?
Nah, a couple days later.
Only time he was smart about doing
I was
it.
in the city or whatever, and he was saying that he was gonna have his folks pull up on me, bring me some money or whatever, hold me down. So I'm thinking he been pulled up about 20,000-30,000 leave, you know what I mean? But I had my girl to get out the car, and she met the person that was driving on the street or whatever. I had her to have her face mask on, and she said they had their face masks on, so we don't know who it was, but they gave her $300.
So they gave the bit 300. Hold on, excuse me. My bad, y'all. So they left and fled after they found the car because they was spooked. They got there. He thinking they finna get like 10, 20 piece. He go send his girl to get the money. And they give her 300. And before that, nigga give you 5. He gave you people 5 in the letter. 800. What? And this afterwards? Is this after this shit done?
$300. Oh, okay. This is from Justin's folks.
Yeah.
Ducks, y'all niggas so fucking ducks. What?
All right, so now we've been paid.
Hey, they knew y'all was fucking ducks.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is there any other payment coming?
All the payments stopped then.
All the payments stopped.
Everything stopped.
Is there any time that you or your girlfriend or anybody received a large payment?
Nah.
Okay, he's got $50,000 to represent you. Did you not?
I don't know exactly how much you get. I don't know. I
Okay.
can't say.
All right. And you knew that we're all clear here. That money came from CMG, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly who, but yeah.
All right.
That was it right there. That was enough. That's all the court. That's all they needed. And that's all they needed in that motherfucking trial for him to implicate the CMG. And y'all already know how they doing YSL.
Right.
Y'all already know how they do niggas
So you talked today. You
in
got
the
that
industry.
for what you just testified to.
And y'all niggas know the labels, the same. Ice Cube told you niggas, the same niggas that own the record labels, own the prisons. The same exact people that own the prisons on the regular.
Didn't you?
Out there, I'm locked up.
Been swapping niggas
You
out
got
for
paid?
My
years,
lawyer
man.
get paid.
They been swapping them
You got
out for
$50,000
years,
to
dog.
pay a lawyer, right?
I didn't get in my hand. Three. I don't know how much it was, but three. My lawyer got paid.
Okay. And there's no question that that money was for services rendered. Killing Dolph.
Basically.
You took it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did your conscience bother you? Your conscience.
After I came to my senses, yeah.
Did you say, I can't have that money? I can't use that money, but you still got a lawyer here.
Nah, I ain't say that.
You took the money.
Yeah, I took the money. I got the money.
Your conscience wasn't bothering you that bad, right? You said your conscience started bothering you, but not bad enough not to take the money for the job you did.
Well, I ain't already did it, so might as well. You know, I got a conscience still. After I came to my senses.
Right. Okay.
Caught red-handed. Now, justice have definitely been served. Now we're just waiting on them charges to come down for Yo Gotti. So, guys, let's take a look at how this entire beef started between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti. After the passing of Young Dolph in 2021 and Big Juke in 2024, many fans are left wondering what is the real story behind the deaths and how did the beef come about. Now, this is the most authentic full story on YouTube and the real story on the beef that ended several lives in the span of just 3 years. Make sure you subscribe and watch the full video so you don't miss anything. August 2014. In 2014, following the release of Young Dolph's mixtape, High Class Street Music 4, American Gangsta, Young Dolph would make an appearance on Sway in the Morning to discuss the project. During the interview, Dolph would touch on his decision not to sign a record deal with Yo Gotti, explaining that he would rather see his own investment in himself all the way through rather than latch onto another artist's movement. Dolph would later point to Yo Gotti taking offense to Dolph's decision as a result of their beef, although Gotti has never confirmed that he was bothered. February 11, 2016. Young Dolph disses Yo Gotti on Twitter. The bubbling friction between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti became apparent on February the 11th, 2016, when Dolph sent a subliminal shot at his Memphis counterpart. Using Twitter to let his feelings be known, Dolph alleged that Yo Gotti wasn't fond of his growing success, tweeting, "Bruh went from being my #1 fan and wanting to sign me to being my biggest hater," in reference to Gotti's failed attempt to add Dolph to his CMG label. Despite Dolph not mentioning Gotti by name, it was clear who Dolph's words were aimed at and would set off a chain of events that would result in a deadly beef. February the 18th, 2016, Young Dolph titles his new album King of Memphis. Young Dolph raised a few eyebrows in February of 2016 when it was announced that he would be naming his debut album King of Memphis. Now, this came as a shock as rapper Yo Gotti had repeatedly referred to himself as the King of Memphis, so Dolph's album title seemed like a shot directed square at Gotti. Although Gotti would make no public comment on Dolph's decision, those in the Memphis rap scene, as well as the other rap community as a whole, considered the title a slight towards Gotti and Dolph's attempt at overtaking the Memphis rap throne.
No.
February 2016. Young Dolph downplays beef with Yo Gotti. During an appearance on Hot 97's Ebro in the Morning show in February 2016, Young Dolph downplayed his beef with Yo Gotti, going as far as to acknowledge the rapper as being one of his earliest supporters. "It's really overstated," Dolph responded when asked about the rumor tension between the two Memphis representatives.
Yo.
Young Dolph also cleared the air about the title of his LP, King of Memphis, stating that it wasn't meant to be a diss of any kind and that it was more inspired by him and his crew's mentality. "All my partners king, everybody got some paper, everybody move like I move, and they morals and all that," Dolph explained. A PR move quieting concerns of a brewing war for the crown of Memphis rap. March 2nd, 2016. Black Youngster says he'll slap Young Dolph. The Young Dolph and Yo Gotti beef began to take a turn for the worse on March 2nd, 2016, when Gotti's CMG artist Black Youngster posted a clip on his Instagram account going at Dolph and calling into question his claim of being king of Memphis. Dolph, you a B. You a soft A ninja. If you got a problem, say you got a problem, said Youngster in the video, which has since been removed from his Instagram account. He then went on to further diss Dolph, calling him a B.A. ninja before adding, "You ain't even no king of Memphis. You ain't from the city, B." He would also threaten Young Dolph in the post caption, writing, "When I see that ninja at Young Dolph, I'ma smack the S out of him on my life," leaving no question to the drama between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti being as real as the rumors had suggested. March 2nd, 2016. Black Youngster shows up in Young Dolph's neighborhood. After first levying threats against Young Dolph on behalf of Yo Gotti, Black Youngster upped the ante by showing up in Young Dolph's stomping grounds in Memphis with a few of his goons. Capturing the scene on video, Black Youngster and his crew
Yeah, we
took a
all remember
stroll
that.
through South Memphis Castalia neighborhood on the hunt for Young Dolph while armed with heavy artillery. Although Black Youngster and company would not run into Dolph, the
Any
clip was
nigga
enough
that
to know that this
record when it's
particular
time for
beef
gangster
is
shit,
deeper than rap
police.
and would soon turn into a bloodbath in the streets of Memphis. March 12, 2016. Yo Gotti speaks on Black Youngster's beef with Young Dolph. Now, when Black Youngster began dissing Young Dolph, many believed that Yo Gotti was responsible for his artist's decision to take the beef into his own hands. But the CMG boss would state otherwise. During an interview with Tim Westwood, Yo Gotti refused to address a beef with Young Dolph, but would comment on Black Youngster's recent antics and threats against Gotti's rival. Little homie on the team, so I'm going to always give him the proper advice that I believe I should give him from like a big brother standpoint or just being the homie standpoint, Gotti said in the clip. My advice, I don't move like that. I'm going to always tell not only him, but any youngin', don't handle your business like this. March 16, 2016. Young Dolph disses Yo Gotti and Black Youngster. Now, after taking the high road for the most part in regards to this beef with Yo Gotti and Black Youngster, on March 16, 2016, Young Dolph responded with a few words of his own via his Instagram account. Posting a series of clips, Dolph didn't hold back, accusing Gotti of hating on Memphis rap legends like 3-6 Mafia, 8-Ball MJG, and others, as well as sending Black Youngster to fight his battle and calling the cops on him. First thing first, everybody know it's you, Ho Gotti, that's sending your artist out to say the lame S he been saying and doing, Dolph wrote in his Instagram caption, adding, "I guess you still mad because I didn't never sign with your PA. Or is you still in your feelings because you fell out with Gucci Mane and you was mad at me because I kept rocking with Gucci?" He would later post a picture of a slew of the Memphis rap acts who paved the way for him, all the while continuing to chastise and belittle Yo Gotti, officially getting the beef going and putting the CMG boss / rapper on notice. March 17, 2016. Black Youngster releases song dissing Young Dolph. Now, in response to Young Dolph's comments about him and Yo Gotti, Black Youngster would waste little time in returning the favor in the form of a diss track called Shake Some. Released on March 17, 2016, a day after Dolph's comment, Shake Some saw Black Youngster discrediting Young Dolph's ties to Memphis and his claim to being a king in the city. Adolph don't want to play ho, I'm on tour with the K-Ho, Mac 11, Smith & Wesson's, extended clip 100 rounds on the Draco. How the F you the king of Memphis, you ain't from the city, ninja you from Chicago. F boy, you better lay low. The killers move when I say so, the CMG artist spits, as he reiterated his feelings about his mentor's friend turned foe. September 9th, 2016. Black Youngster squashes beef with Young Dolph. Now, on September 9th, 2016, months after exchanging words with Young Dolph, Black Youngster declared the beef as squashed during an interview, sharing that Yo Gotti actually liked Young Dolph despite their tension. Youngster laid the beef to rest on his end, but Dolph would not acknowledge that the war words were over, leaving the door open for further turmoil. February the 1st, 2017. Young Dolph drops Play With Yo Bitch. Now, Young Dolph dropped a bomb in the form of Play With Yo Bitch, a diss track levied against Yo Gotti and saw the rising star taking the gloves off and throwing jabs below the belt. In addition to vicious broadsides like "I don't know no gangsters that beef with dykes" and alluding to having relations with the mother of Gotti's child, Dolph also paints his nemesis as a hater, rapping "You came up rapping dissing 3-6 Mafia." Release and promotion of Dolph's Gelato mixtape "Play What You'll Be" continues the beef between him and Yo Gotti, proving that all love between the two was certainly lost. And also he threw a shot at Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, claiming that since he was a B, he's going to call him his sister. February the 1st, 2017, Yo Gotti responds to Dolph's diss track. Now, with Yo Gotti taking the high road and staying silent on his beef with Young Dolph,
were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000.
many were curious as to what his response would be to Dolph's scathing diss track, "Play With Your Bitch." But fans did not have to wait long to have that question answered. Hopping on social media shortly after the song was released, Yo Gotti would subliminally allude to being unbothered and unconcerned with his counterpart's words, boasting of his partnership with heavyweights like Jay-Z and L.A. Reid, and posting a photo of himself with the caption, "Never distracted." However, this would be Gotti's only acknowledgement of the diss song, as he would not unleash one of his own. February the 9th, 2017, Young Dolph accuses Yo Gotti of sneak dissing him on songs. Now, due to Black Youngster publicly deading the beef between himself, Yo Gotti, and Young Dolph, many were taken back by Dolph's decision to drop a diss song and reignite the beef. However, Young Dolph would expand on his course of action and what inspired it on February the 9th, 2017, during an appearance on DJ Holiday's radio show. His last two mixtapes, he's trying to sneak this Dolph, Dolph said, referring to Yo Gotti. "It's like you playing. You want to play? I ain't going to play how you want to play. We're going to play how I want to play. I'm going to expose you." Facts on top of facts. He don't know how to respond because there ain't no response. The mixtape Dolph was referring to was Cocaine Music 9, White Friday, and Gotti's studio album, The Art of the Hustle. The latter of which outsold Dolph's King of Memphis album, which was released on the same day. February 11, 2017, Yo Gotti drops diss track aimed at Young Dolph. Now, keeping silent and refusing to entertain beef between himself and Young Dolph, Yo Gotti appeared to have had enough, unleashing a diss track of his own titled "Don't Beef With Me" on February the 11th, 2017. Opting to not call out Young Dolph's name, Gotti would instead play the subliminal game, resulting in the record, which featured CMG artists Moneybagg Yo and Black Youngster, amounting to more of a warning shot than an all-out attack. February the 24th, 2017, Young Dolph releases "Play With Your B" video. Now, building on the momentum of his "Play With Your Bitch" diss track, Young Dolph doubled down on this attack on Yo Gotti, unveiling an accompanying music video to further poke fun at the CMG boss. Casting a Yo Gotti lookalike individual, Dolph would make a mockery of his enemy without an ounce of remorse. February 25th, 2017, Young Dolph's vehicle gets shot up. Now, the rap community was straight shook when it was reported that Young Dolph was the target of a shooting in Charlotte, North Carolina, in which over 100 rounds were fired at his vehicle. Now, as luck would have it, Dolph was unscathed due to the SUV he was riding in being bulletproof, but the incident did little to faze the Memphis rapper. He hit the stage at the local venue later that night, where he performed his Yo Gotti diss track, "Play With Your Bitch," a sign that what many deemed as a message in relation to his beef with Yo Gotti was not a deterrent to him standing on business. March 7, 2017.
Damn.
Young Dolph refers to Yo Gotti beef as old news. Now, spending much of February 2017 waging war against Yo Gotti, Young Dolph appears to be over the situation and focus on the future instead of the past. That's old news, you know what I'm saying? It's old, Dolph said during an interview on March 7, 2017, when he asked
Long
about his
live Dolph,
beef with
man. We're
Yo
gonna take
Gotti.
another shot, man.
Young Dolph would also keep it scarce in regards to his comments about the Charlotte shooting that had occurred weeks earlier. Whether that means the beef between the two Memphis rap had died down for good was yet to be seen, but it appeared that the battle had been put to rest for that time being. September 26, 2017. Young Dolph is shot in Hollywood. Now, months after declaring his beef with Yo Gotti as old news, news broke that Young Dolph was the victim of a shooting in Hollywood and rushed to the hospital. While details were scarce, it was reported that Dolph was outside Shoe Palace near the intersection of Hollywood and Highland at the time of the shooting. September 26, 2017. Yo Gotti named person of interest in Young Dolph shooting. Now, hours after reports of rapper Young Dolph being shot in Hollywood, news broke that Yo Gotti was named a person of interest by the LAPD. Now, sources said that Yo Gotti and Young Dolph were both staying at the Loas Hotel at the time of the shooting, and members of both entourages got into an argument that escalated into a fist fight, which ended in gunfire, leaving Young Dolph wounded. September 27, 2017.
Damn.
LAPD says Yo Gotti not a person
I
of
don't think
interest
I heard
in
all
Young
that.
Dolph shooting. Now, following reports of the Young Dolph being shot in Hollywood, TMZ reported that the LAPD had named Yo Gotti as a person of interest in connection to the shooting. However, it was later clarified that those reports were unfounded when XXL reached out to LAPD. September 27,
Facts.
2017.
Oh boy, them heavy
Yo
hitters in
Gotti
the corner.
associate charged with attempted murder in Young Dolph shooting. Now, a day after
No.
news broke of Young Dolph's being
Oh,
shot
remember
in
that.
Hollywood, LAPD announced that an associate of Yo Gotti was charged with attempted murder in connection to the incident.
Oh yeah.
According to Detective Megan Aguilar, a spokeswoman for the LAPD, Corey McClendon, a member of Yo Gotti's entourage, was arrested the day after the shooting and held on a $1 million bail. At the time of McClendon's arrest, LAPD were still looking for two other men believed to have been involved in the fight with Young Dolph that could possibly be connected to the shooting. September 28, 2017. Yo Gotti associate released without charges. After being arrested on suspicion of attempted murder the day prior in connection to the attempt on Young Dolph's life, Yo Gotti associate Corey McClendon was released without charges. Law enforcement have yet to make any other arrests in connection to that investigation. November the 17th, 2021. Young Dolph is gunned down while at Makita's Cookies in Memphis. Big Juke is seen in the photo with the man that orchestrated the hit by the name of Hernandez Govin, and the streets take notice. Black youngster disrespects the grave of Young Dolph, and Big Juke goes live and makes fun of the death of Young Dolph. Now, several CMG associates are arrested and charged with Dolph's murder. January 2024. Yo Gotti big brother Big Juke is shot and killed after a funeral at a repast in Memphis at R.N.R's restaurant. The assailant shot Juke 10 times, and it was reported that a switch was used to carry out the attack. Yo Gotti's mother was almost a victim in the shooting as well, but she fled from the vehicle while shots were being fired. Memphis police revealed that it was a targeted hit, and they caught the assailant's vehicle on surveillance. They also said that they had identified one suspect, and they are looking to identify other suspects. Now, guys, this is the full story of the beef between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti, and this is how all the beef escalated, and that's why all these lives have been taken. Now, we'll be keeping you guys updated on Gotti's RICO case, and of course, more charges from Young Dolph's assailants. Y'all peep y'all on the next one. Holla.